Hello, hello! We are back for part 2 because I need to get this file off of my computer. But also I didn't want to wait too long to start streaming again. So hello! Hi Charles, hi Splash, hi Micro, welcome in. Good to have you guys back. So yeah, today's gonna be a coloring stream, finally. I feel like the last time I colored anything on stream was when I redesigned my Sheena's like rider's outfit. I think that's the last thing we colored on stream. So this time we're gonna do a full illustration and see if I can get it done in like less than 2 hours. Hopefully. I haven't colored a big piece in weeks. So today we lock in and hopefully finally get this done. I'm excited to see RTA. I'm excited to finally finish something. Because it has been a little while since I finished something bigger. Anyway, I've been doing sketches, that's about it. Love your stream animation? Thank you. I literally, I think I only watched like 2 tutorials one day and just decided, I want to see what tweening is like. So I just used my my VTuber as a test subject. It worked, and I do really like it. I want to get back into tweeting. I was thinking of using it for like animation memes, but for me, just surprisingly, drawing frame by frame is actually a lot easier than tweening. Or faster in my case, which is kind of weird, but it's true. Because the application I have is kind of set up like 3D modeling, which takes a bit more for my brain to like process all the axes and rotation stuff and spacing and where everything is. So I see those tweened animation memes all the time. They look really cool, but like I want to try it, and I think to myself, I could probably draw that in like an afternoon and have it over with. Then spend a week tweening. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Defeating summer art block. Yes, I don't know why it just always seems to come around this time. I know some people like during certain seasons they have like summer depression or like winter depression. And for me it's just summer art block. Like I'm either I feel too tired to draw, or like I just I don't know, I always finish less full illustrations like by late March. I think it's kind of like post New Year's burnout, I guess, for some people. It's like right after January 1st, you're like, I'm gonna get so much stuff done, and your list is like miles long. And then by the time February comes, you just want no part of it. That's kind of what it feels like, and it really sucks. But we do not give up. But yeah, how has you guys' summer been so far? I know we're already in like mid-July. This has both been the longest and shortest summer as of recent, I feel like. Okay, I think I need to mess with some pressure sensitivity. This way. There we go. Just to do my favorite mid-tone thing. There you go. I don't know, I think pressure sensitivity is being kind of weird today. Like, okay, there we go. It's being a bit finicky. But then again, Fire Alpaca always throws a fit the second I like have to turn on OBS, so we're fine. At least, like, okay, the one thing I am pretty grateful for though is the fact that we've had significantly less stream lag than like during some of my earlier ones where the lag was just atrocious, along with the audio quality. So thank goodness things have gotten a lot better, at least. Our scuff days are behind us. Hopefully forever. Okay, how vibrant of a color do I really want here though? Because like if I go too red, then it starts to look a little funny. But then you also can barely see it, so. There we go. one layer. I usually do all the shading first. For those who are curious, I usually just do like the shading for every single piece, and then like on their own separate layer, and then I just have one giant conglomerate like highlight layer at the top that applies to pretty much everything. So I'm basically just gonna go through this on every single layer. Or for like every single color, base color, until I reach pretty much everything. Because I find if I try highlighting while I go, then I get distracted. I get distracted really easily, so... I'm gonna focus on this. I don't know if this blue is strong enough. Okay, there we go. Sometimes the colors don't really show up as much as I thought they did. Oh. Wait, is that not? Oh, it isn't. Ah, okay. I don't know why I fill in different colors so weirdly. Ah. That's fine. I think I can just figure this out maybe. I thought I separated the base colors correctly. But I had finished inking this like okay, wait, when was the last stream? The last time I streamed I had finished inking this and then laid out the base colors like a few days later, so I am just now coming back to the mess that past me has left me with. Ooh. Some of these are on completely wrong layers. But it's fine. She looks amazing so far. Thank you. I wish you could see more of Marie, and she's an underrated character. Yeah. I have a soft spot, like for any fandom I'm in, I have a soft spot for the underrated characters. Like, most of my favorite characters are some of the underrated ones. Because they're like, especially if they're, especially like older underrated characters, I don't know, they just kind of feel like, I just kind of treat them like the forgotten like cousin or something of like a franchise, or of like that one relative that never gets invited to the family gatherings. Kind of like that. That's kind of what they feel like to me. So by default, I kind of sympathize with the underrated characters, especially with if they're cool, because that's also a bit frustrating. Like, why are we letting this happen, bro? This like, because then studios usually don't do much with them. Like, they're gonna focus on the characters that get more attention. So, and like the underrated ones don't get as much traction, then they're not gonna use them as often, and it's kind of sad. Hello? I think OBS crashed there for a minute. Oh boy. Hello? Chat, we good? Is everything okay? My stream just went like YouTube just went black for a minute, so I don't know what just happened. Chat, we good? Are you still there? Okay, this is probably a sign I need to do some storage cleaning again. It's that time of the year again. We good? Okay, cool. Everything just blacked out. The scuff never leaves. Yeah, true. I jinxed it. The second I'm like, oh, things are actually working. I don't know, OBS was like, nah, hold this. OBS is like, never forget, I can cook you in like 2.5 seconds. Do not test me. Oh boy, alright. But if we're good, we shall continue. We do not concede to threats from the scuff monster. We shall continue. The art shall never stop. Onward. Onward with our pens. Okay, I don't think I actually need anything here. I can just sorta... I don't know, I'm changing my mind on the way I did this hand. Do I just do these fingers, or do I do the middle? Okay, I think doing like that works. Sort of. Okay, that's all the spots there. Oh, and this is where I put the other white. I don't know why I did it this way. I honestly could not tell you, but we're not fixing it now. We are not. We're not gonna do all that, bro. We're gonna make it exist first and make it look good later. Because that's what the art block wants. It wants hyperfixation, and I will not give it that satisfaction. I do think this color is a bit too dark, though. Oh. No, not that way. Okay, there we go. Why didn't I just do that here then? That looks at least a little bit better. Then I could have done it this way. I think it's also my tablet kind of freaking out a little bit, which is odd. Looks like it might have something to do with the wires, which is kind of concerning. No, you can't do this to me, please. I think I might have to check the adapter later. Because clearly Windows is not happy about something. I think I'll just leave this as a fade instead. Especially on this one. Alright, let's do this gold next. I pick, there we go, like this kind of green. I am gonna have to add like backlighting to all of this, so I should probably do that now actually. Should definitely do that now rather than later. Or maybe I should go this blue. Okay, yeah, that works better. Or I could use this yellow, but it doesn't show up. Okay, maybe not there. forgot to shade this part. I thought something was missing. I don't know how I missed that. The heck? I have no idea why I'm fully rendering the eye right now. I just kind of started. Now I can't stop. I actually have no idea if I'm gonna get this whole piece done today or just marine, because the background is a whole different thing. So, but she is the main focus, and I kind of want to also like make another like standalone like alt illustration or version of it where it's just her in the more abstract background, as I did for like I think it was my my Sonemi piece and my Mega Man piece, since I really liked that format. So I don't know, I'm just trying to make sure it looks good before I get to work on the background. no idea why I hyperfixate on this so much. There we go. Or do I need one? Could I just make it white? I could just leave it white. It looks better that way. This is why my speed paints usually go on forever. Control Z mashing. It'd probably help if I put it on its own layer, but I never do. I can undo it later, it's on its own thing. Okay, the only part I'm missing now, oh, actually right here. Yeah, I think it looks fine that far. Do the shoes. Okay, I don't know, I can always go back and forth on the eye. Kinda. Okay. I think it'd be better if I did it this way and then just turned it down some, honestly. Because again, pressure sensitivity is being a little weird today. Should I do it a bit redder? Shading, why? Why are you like this? Okay. I think maybe because too strong of a color and it starts to darken it more than I would have wanted it to be. But I also kind of need it at the same time. So it's, I guess if I just darken it. Hi, cool kid. Welcome to chat. My friends and I are planning to hang out. Where should we go? To be honest, I am not the person to be asking that. But I guess maybe like make a poll, maybe like ask everyone where they'd want to go, and then settle on a place that way. I mean, personally, I picked somewhere like maybe an arcade or like I was gonna say the library, but I'm not sure if too many people like actively go to a library to hang out much anymore, but I mean, I would go, but I mean, I don't know, maybe an arcade. I'd say an arcade. Arcades are nice. Wait, the souls actually turned out decent. I don't know, I weirdly like that shadow. That was a really satisfying one. Anyway, okay, time for highlights. Time for highlights, yes! This is the part where I make my art that like makes it like really gummy, as my audience likes to call it. And I agree, because it really just Like, I shade everything like it's made of Jello. Why? Because. Because it looks nice. At least to me. I know it is very unrealistic. But looking like gum isn't such a bad thing. Except I do need to learn how to like actually render fabrics properly because of it. Maybe. That would help. But like, I don't mind it. Also, that just means I get to go crazy with putting them everywhere. Just in like all the spots that I want. Which is why I leave like most of these bigger areas, but the feeling is kind of like when you're hand painting as a kid and you just get to like splash the colors everywhere. You just kind of like smacking the paper and seeing what happens. That's what this process kind of feels like for me. Kind of random, but also satisfying. But that also means a lot of Control-Zing to refix spots. Also, I think I can thin it back again. Okay, wait, maybe that way? I think that way looks kind of fine. I don't know if this one makes the most sense, even though it's a really fun shape. Which is kind of a shame, but I think I should just cut it there. Or fade it instead. Unfortunately. Oop! Wait. Bring my color wheel back. Okay. Yeah, my tablet is definitely acting up a bit today. I'm okay, kind of scared at what that means. Hopefully I just have to like check the wires and stuff. I think I'll stick to... Let me just stick to shading on the line here instead. But then that makes it burn again, so... Whoop. I think we'll just shine it a little bit, and let us see. Oh, up here. Let's do the hands. I think I can just use pure white for this, actually. And it'll just work. Ooh, or I could try another method, hang on. I could also try making it blue. But that ends up being a little too loud. So maybe not. I have no idea what shape this highlight should be. Or if I should just keep it. If I should just also do the dot. Maybe make it a dot and then, oh, wait. Yes, I do. I could just do the usual squiggle and then just fade it out, I think. I don't know, I can go back to it later. I did forget to do the bounce light on the swimsuit bit though. So let's go back and, oh, here it is. Back and add that. Try some atmospheric perspective because I really don't do that a lot. So I kind of want to see how well it works. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. I like it. I think I'll leave it. Hi Thunder! Welcome in chat. Oh wow, we literally just hit an hour. No, I didn't miss too much. We're just, I think we finally, just finished Marine. So, we're gonna move on to the background now. Which hopefully will go a little bit quicker, because I don't have to worry about as much. But yeah, I think Marine's pretty much done. It's just her folder right here. Oh, except for the bangle thingies. Hang on. Maybe not entirely. There we go. We just need shiny bits. We always need shiny bits. I actually might have to do it on the layer itself. Where is it? Okay, I think I can shade the leaves because the leaves won't take too long. In fact, I think I already had it planned out in the sketch here, so some of the colors. So we'll just do these leaves really quick. I will put it in the frame though. And the frame itself is really just a lot of gold, which I have an easier time coloring. But the little beach part inside might take a bit of finagling, but that part's fine. Right now, let's just do some foliage. Can someone remind me who Marina is again? A call from the Sonic Rush series. Yeah, she's from Sonic Rush Adventure. Yeah, she debuted in the sequel. I think that's like one of the only games or like canon instances we have of the Soul Kingdom. That's the one she debuted in. Which is funny because there's a lot of people who are huge fans of Blaze. And like I think they only showed her palace in the IDW comics like at least once. But there's actually a whole game where you got to go to her kingdom and it's like not really talked about all that much. And also with Marine being overrated, that's like, I mean, I'm With Marine being underrated, it kind of makes sense that the game she's from, the fandom just kind of like almost ignores it. Like, you hear a lot about Sonic Rush, not much about the sequel. It's like Sonic Boom, you hear a lot about the TV shows, but there's like an unspoken rule that we don't talk about the games. Okay, and again, we're just gonna lay an extra color over that. Now, do I want to use the yellow one? Because I think the yellow one would match a bit better with the greenery itself. Or I could just stick with the blue, because it makes a bit more sense. I think I'll stick with the blue. And I will save yellow for the little highlight bits. Okay, I'm actually kind of curious what happens if I airbrush some spots. Like, I did them sort of green, but yeah, I could get a glowing effect off of some of these, or choose something like this. Just on some spots. Or would that be too obvious? I don't know. I think I like them the way they are. So I'll just leave that and the leaves are done. So definitely one of the last things we have to do is the background, and since shading water takes me like I have the reference sketch here. Let me make it a bit more without moving things. Can I just, there we go. I have the original sketch right here, and I kind of like how the idea, I always like how the sketch looks more. I feel like this is a common artist thing, but I really like how the water looks here, and I'm not so sure how to translate that over. So I feel like we may not be able to finish the entire drawing on stream today. We finished a good chunk of it. A lot more than I thought. And the frame actually won't take too long. I could also do this sand thing though. Just make it a bit. Oh, why am I? No wonder. Still the airbrush. You just kind of do the corners like so. I have no idea how to render sand. I haven't drawn too many beach scenes, so I'm a bit confused. Guess I could also do the back. That kind of messes it up. So I could just make it look like she's standing on it. Sorta. maybe some under? I have no idea how I want the physics of this to work. But it may be best to just leave the light sides as is. Like this. I don't know. I'll come back to it. So, I think another thing I can add though, that would be inside this, is to just add these little particle things I had in it before. Like in the original one. Just add a few of those. Just little tiny ones. Okay, hide the leaves for a sec. And marine. Bye-bye, marine. I think I'll at least do the clouds, because clouds are like really easy. For me at least, so I think doing the clouds won't take much. To me, they're just really puffy and whimsy. Clouds are just full of whimsy. Even though I connected most of the white on this layer, so it's maybe not the best idea. But we shall see. Just double checking to see how well it fits with everything else. I think that's good, actually. Okay, there we go. Okay, actually, I'm gonna tinker around with the water just a little bit because this isn't turning out so bad. I'm actually really happy with it. I don't know why it's almost surprising. Okay, I'm not going to mess with the front waves too much, but I think setting a gradient for the back would help, at least a little. And remembering that it is most often going to be seen from far, far away. So I really don't have to worry about this background too much. Here we go. Wait, hang on, chat. This actually might be working. Random squiggles might be the way. Oh my gosh, wait, it's working. No way. Okay, this is kind of acceptable for what we're aiming for right now. And this is coming from someone who barely ever draws water of any kind. I'm actually not hating this. Okay, the bubbling effect doesn't look that great. I think I'll just leave it as like calmer waters. Maybe reflect a bit off the sky on it, but make it teal. Just a little bit. See if I make the whole back teal, that kind of defeats the purpose. Okay, but I think that's acceptable. That is an acceptable rendition of water. I am pleasantly surprised. Actually. That turned out surprisingly well. Hang on, let's see if I can do the same thing here Okay, so except these are lined, so I may or may not have already set something up here. But if I use the same, roughly the same colors, and try to finagle them colors to work roughly the same, I could maybe. I know I'm gonna have to leave this for a bit and then come back later, just in case I miss some stuff, but this isn't... Like, I've been, like, kind of avoiding the water this whole time. But this actually isn't that bad. Which is surprising, because I have not been practicing at all. Or, like, practicing my water rendering, but I think this style works. Rather than trying to make it, hyper-realistic and stuff. I think I like this a bit better. Okay, I think that's all I'm willing to finagle for the front waves for right now. I think these will do. The back ones I'm really happy with. The ocean, like itself, I'm really happy with. I just have not figured out how to make waves look messy, I guess. So I'll maybe mess around with that later, but for right now, let's just shade these parts. Okay, this is the wrong one. Also the wrong one. I want to stay behind the wave. But in front of the cloud, so I think right about here? Yeah. Just put little islands back there. And there you go. I think we're almost done with this one. I just have this gold part to do and the buoys, but yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today's stream. This is actually turning out really nice. I'm really happy with it. Hi Evie! Welcome to chat. I hope you enjoyed today's stream. Oh, it looks like you came in a bit recently, but yeah, okay, I'm hoping to post this later this week, so I will just finish it up and yeah, post the full thing. This piece is phenomenal. Thank you so much. Yeah, I think we have completed the stream objective of getting rid of the art block. I'm low-key proud of this. And I had a lot of fun. The colors are everything I love working with. Marine is a fun character. I love her character design. I've always wanted to like actually draw it, so yeah, her colors are really, really fun. I don't work with like orange and green as a color combination of itself, so that's really cool. But yeah, I will finish this later this week then. And then the next stream we'll do some more Pokemon art because I have yeah, I have a few streams set up with that already. And like the thumbnail art and everything. So the next art stream, hopefully this next Sunday, will be a Pokemon art stream. So yeah, thank you guys for chilling with me today. Hope you have a great rest of your week. And yeah, bye bye.